Agnes Pruitt, purveyor of dusty tomes and guardian of Dewey Decimal, wasn't known for her wild side. By day, she was a fixture of the Little Puddleton Library, a cardigan-clad sentinel against overdue books and boisterous children. But as dusk painted the quaint English village in hues of gray and the library doors clanged shut, Agnes transformed. Tonight, the transformation was particularly potent. A chill wind rattled the windows of her cottage, mirroring the tremor that ran through her as she locked the door. The kettle whistled, a shrill counterpoint to the urgent rhythm building within her. Tonight was a Clarkson night. It had started innocently enough. A late-night documentary about cars, a fleeting glimpse of the petrolhead presenter, and a spark ignited in the arid landscape of Agnes's imagination. Now it was a full-blown inferno. She poured her tea, the Earl Grey untouched as the scene unfolded in her mind. A seedy motel room, the kind with questionable stains on the carpet and a faint smell of stale cigarettes. Not the sort of place Agnes would ever frequent in reality. But this wasn't reality. This was the raw, untamed landscape of her desires. Jeremy Clarkson, not the polished TV personality, but a grittier, sweatier version, awaited her. The air crackled with unspoken tension, a palpable electricity that made Agnes's breath catch in her throat. The encounter was torrid, illicit, a reckless abandon that defied her prim librarian persona. The details, usually hazy, sharpened tonight. The pounding rain against the window pane echoed the pounding in her chest. His grip was firm, demanding, pulling her into the maelstrom. The grunting, the urgent whispers, the sheer, unadulterated physicality of it all. It was risky, wild, addictive. Agnes closed her eyes, her knuckles white as she gripped the edge of the worn armchair. The climax, when it came, was a shattering release, a cathartic explosion of suppressed longing. Sweat beaded on her brow. The silence that followed was deafening, broken only by the ticking of the grandfather clock in the hall. Agnes slowly opened her eyes, the room swimming back into focus. The raunchy fantasy lingered, a ghost of heat on her skin. She felt a strange mix of shame and exhilaration. This secret, this guilty pleasure, was her own. It was a gritty, compelling escape from the mundane reality of Little Puddleton. With a shaky hand, Agnes reached for her tea, now lukewarm. Tomorrow she would return to her cardigan and her books, but tonight she had tasted something wild, something forbidden, and she knew with a certainty that both thrilled and terrified her that she would be back for more. The Clarkson nights were becoming an addiction.